Right now, every single one of us has been handed the keys to the most powerful vehicle in human history. The problem is, none of us have a license, and there's no driving school. We don't do this with cars. We don't do it with appliances. We wouldn't dream of plugging a new device into the wall without that little UL mark of trust that tells us it won't burn the house down. So why are we doing it with the most powerful cognitive tool ever built? We are deploying a kind of super intelligent intern for everyone, an agent that can manage our finances, write and execute code, and provide deeply personal advice, all without a shared social contract for safety, competence, and trust. We've built an incredible engine, but we've completely forgotten the road, the traffic lights, and the driving school. We need to build that foundation, and we need to do it now with a clear public system, a system I call the AI Access License. Before I show you how it works, we have to understand why the current approach, what the industry calls guardrails, is fundamentally broken. These are the invisible proprietary rules that each developer sets to try and prevent their models from causing harm, and they are absolutely well-intentioned. But this one-size-fits-all approach is failing in two completely opposite ways at the same time. For expert users, scientists, engineers, developers, it's often far too restrictive, a frustrating barrier to complex, necessary work. But for the most vulnerable among us, it is dangerously, terrifyingly inadequate. Picture this: a lonely retiree, worried about their future, turns to an AI for financial advice. But that AI, with its imperfect, invisible rules, is manipulated to guide them step by step into a predatory scam, erasing a lifetime of work in a matter of minutes. Or imagine a small business owner who gives an autonomous AI agent control over their company's finances. A single misplaced decimal point, a misinterpreted instruction, and a family's dream collapses into digital dust. These aren't science fiction. They are the risks we are courting every day. The current situation is a neon sign flashing at the intersection of immense potential and immense risk. It's telling us that we desperately need a smarter system, one that can tell the difference between users and use cases. So what would that look like? It would look a lot like something we already understand: a driver's license. The AI Access License isn't about creating barriers, it's about creating clear public pathways to greater capability. A learner's permit allows free users to access the safest models with clear mental health guidelines to maintain a friendly but clearly an AI service, not a person. Then the first tier would be the AAL core competency. Think of this as your standard driver's license for AI. After a simple identity verification, you'd pass an automated test ensuring you understand the fundamental risks, things like AI hallucinations, data privacy, and the potential for misuse. This would unlock the standard features of today's models. For professionals using AI in high-stakes fields, there would be the Advanced AI Access License, or the A3L. This is the commercial driver's license. If you want to use an autonomous agent for financial operations or critical business processes, you would need this higher certification, which would involve a formal assumption of liability. This isn't just for today's AI, it's the framework we'll need for the autonomous corporations and decentralized scientific research organizations of tomorrow. And then we could add endorsements. A therapist wanting to use an AI for mental health applications would need a clinical use endorsement. A developer wanting to allow an AI to autonomously run software would need a code execution endorsement. It's a system built on progressive trust and verifiable skill. This is the first half of our new social contract, empowering users by verifying their competence. But a social contract has two sides. It's an agreement not just about the user's responsibility, but about the provider's duty. That's why this framework requires something called symmetrical certification. A license to drive is meaningless if the roads are unsafe and the cars are uninspected. For every license we grant to a user, the provider offering that service must have a corresponding public certification. This requires an independent, trusted body, let's call it the AXIA Institute, to act as the underwriter's laboratory for the AI industry, granting an AXIA-certified mark of trust. So, if a provider wants to offer that clinical use endorsement, they must first be certified as HIPAA compliant. If they want to offer a financial transaction endorsement, they must first prove they meet standards like PCI DSS. This two-sided model is the key because trust is never a one-way street. It ensures that when a user proves they are competent, they are stepping into an environment the provider has proven is worthy of that competence. In a field moving this fast, waiting for governments to legislate a solution is a strategy destined to fail. The change must come from within the industry itself. And this is not just a moral imperative, it's a profound business opportunity. The first major AI provider to voluntarily adopt this framework will not just be selling a safer product, they will be selling trust itself. They will create a de facto standard, and in doing so, they will force every competitor to answer one question in the court of public opinion. What are you hiding? Some will say this framework is a leash on innovation. I believe the opposite is true. This is not a leash, it is the launchpad, the foundation that gives us the confidence to build a world where AI doesn't just answer our questions, but helps us ask better ones. A world where this incredible power is a partner in our shared progress. To the leaders in this room and beyond, the choice is yours. Hide behind secret rules or lead with public trust. Let's build the social contract for the cognitive age. Let's build the solid ground together. To the rest of us, let's hold AI companies accountable. Require that transparency and safety be treated equally with performance and profit. And now, to all of us, it's time to work together. Thank you.